S.
Yeah, location, though, dude. That's.
Yeah. I've got an interesting beer to have, which we'll try and run through that relatively quickly because we've got some picks to be made.
Yeah.
Picks to be made? That's terrible English. Picks to make. I mean, Christ, if Evan would come out with something like that, he's a fucking English teacher.
Once you know the rules, you can break them.
Yeah.
And we are live.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Is that Tim the Tatman's thing? I think I've said that before. We are Pixel Points. We are the only podcast that talks about two things, two good things, great things, amazing things, good beer and video games. We are a global podcast, even more global now because Michael's residing in two different countries, not simultaneously, obviously. That would require some form of magic. And please drink responsibly. No beers or breweries we're talking about are sponsoring us. No games we're talking about are sponsoring us. We'd gladly take some cash. But Matt, do you still need a new laptop?
No, since Mitch took over hosting duties.
Well, would you like one anyway?
Duties. But yes, I will take a new laptop, absolutely.
Okay. We'll make sure it runs Linux.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. What was that joke that I came out with about that? Someone invented a system that allows you to watch any form of media ever made or that ever will be made, including all premium sports and movies and porn. Matt's question: does it run Linux?
Yeah. If it doesn't, I'll throw it on there. I'll get it to run Linux.
Right. So before we get into how everyone is and beers, this is a special episode for us. It's the Game of the Game Awards. So we've done this for the last 2 years.
3 years.
Mitch has won twice. So it could be a three-peat for Mitch, where we take the Jeff Keighley Award show and have a bit of fun with it. I'll run through the rules in a moment, but we'll quickly whiz around the room and see how everyone is. Liam, how's things with you?
Yeah, it's going well, man. Not really up to much. The weeks are just passing by extremely fast.
Good. Nearly Christmas. You could make me sound a bit more excited about the Game Awards.
I've spent like nearly all of my money on Christmas presents. So no.
Yeah. Are you excited about the Game of the Game Awards, or are you just locked in? Must beat Mitch.
Yeah, locked in.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking to me, but then.
No, it was Liam. He's locked in.
That's good. I thought I was the one that got confused there for a second.
Because he said my name, and I was so confused. I was like, "Wait, is he throwing it to me or no?"
No. Michael, how's things with you? Globetrotter that you are now.
Yeah, everything's fine except for the fact that I need to use VPNs and whatever to connect to my consoles back home, and it just doesn't work. I'm getting lag. Yeah. So I'll have to resort to Apple Arcade and Switch. Very fun.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you because they're both terrible.
Yeah.
Not quite as terrible as Bobby Kotick. The most terrible. I wouldn't say most terrible, but yeah, I'd say he's a lot of the terribleness. Matt, how's things in Las Vegas? What's the temperature right now? Most importantly.
Shit, I don't have that pulled up. Hold on, let's ask Dr. Google. It's currently, how many people do we have from? It's currently 11 right now. So
11 centigrade, nice.
Yeah, so as you would say, practically fucking tropical.
Get the shorts on. Get wading out the back. Mitch, how's things in LA?
12C. And then it's good. I mean, it's you were right. It's 2 years. I had a wacky year last year, and I thought it was 2 years in one. You know, COVID, sifted. I came back at the end of the year with you guys, and my brain it's only been 2 years, because I remember I was sitting in my apartment with nothing in it except for a little laptop screen with a microphone in my hands because I couldn't have a stand because I was ready to move to LA. So no, it's good. Actually, my mom sent me all my video games because like I have all my consoles. I have them all next to me. So I have my PlayStation, my GameCube, my PS3, my PS2. What else do I have? My PS4, and Switch. And so I have all my games coming in a box today. So like, I was like, which old game do I want to play?
It's awesome.
Yeah, because PS5 hasn't released anything for a while, have they?
I don't have a PS5 anyway because I can't buy one.
I know. Damn you, Evan. Actually, damn you, Evan's wife, for winning him that PlayStation that he now so covets.
She should have sent it to me.
See, Mitch needs a wife.
To win Japanese lottery.
Yeah. He needs to get a wife. Yeah.
Yeah,
you just need to go to Japan,
gets a
get
wife.
married.
if only it was that easy, guys. If only it was that easy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that the Japanese want people visiting from the States at the moment.
I'll tell you that off camera.
Well, if you're vaccinated, maybe. Yes, Evan can't be here because he's so fearful that he will lose to Mitch again.
Yeah,
he's
he
gone to Tokyo for the day.
He does pretty bad at these. Pretty bad.
Not as bad as I do, but
No, yeah. Burkoff, you take the cake, man. You go with the wackiest, outrageous picks that everyone goes, and then we're like, yeah, that's why we all went.
Right. So let's quickly buzz through beers. I've got beer. Has anyone else got beer? Or something they want to talk about?
I have not. I will
Okay,
say
just
that,
me then.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Tony's
That looks
Hopaloni.
interesting.
Tony's Hopaloni, white
Hopaloni.
chocolate and raspberry milkshake IPA.
Wow.
So this is
Welcome to Tony's Hopalooie.
Tony's is a independent chocolate brand.
Oh my
And-
I
god.
thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh wow, that smells really raspberry fied. And they're proud of the fact that they source their cacao from sustainable regions and paying fair wages and using organic cacao and all these kinds of things. The chocolate's very nice as well. It is quite expensive. Oh shit! I just spilled some. That's not so good. Just taste it off my hand. Wow, it does actually smell of white chocolate and raspberry. It does what it says on the can.
Oh, the snozberries taste like snozberries.
That sounds like a headache in a can, dude. It really does.
It's not particularly strong. Oh no, it is. It's 6.5%.
No, it's a good session.
Yeah, it's weird actually. I'll drink
What's
it,
it
but I
taste
wouldn't be
like?
going back for another one. It's very sweet.
So would you say it's like something you would have with like dessert?
That'd be like a double
I
dessert.
think this would be your dessert.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wow, that's sweet.
maybe I should say that. It's like you would drink it with something tart.
This is actually quite tart, but because you get quite a lot of you don't get very much.
Then this is what I would
Alcohol
do.
flavor
This is
from
what
it.
I would recommend. You drink it with something that is pork.
Yeah,
Do
possibly.
you feel any of the white chocolate?
You get a little hint of white chocolate, but it's not like you're getting a chocolatey mouthfeel. It's like an IPA.
Where did you get it? Just out of interest.
Sainsbury's supermarket.
Oh, what?
Oh.
See, I was
Okay.
thinking when I saw the logo, I was thinking that looks exactly like those chocolate bars that I find in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Who would know?
Little did you know, they are.
Yeah, it's just infinitely cooler now.
Yes, little did you know, I just put these bloody trousers on yesterday.
That's the first thing I'm
Now I
buying
have to
when I
stick
get
them in the
back
wash
from
so they
Key.
don't smell. Yes, so that was good. I pour like Evan. Well, actually, better than Evan, except for the fact that I got down myself. So that's me. Yes, that's a beer that I'm never going to drink again after today.
But it's a celebratory drink, so there you go.
Yeah.
Cheers to Bobby Kotick and the Game Awards.
Yeah, poor Bobby Kotick. I mean, the billionaire Bobby Kotick had to tell Raven Software to lay off a load of QA testers because the share price of Activision Blizzard was going down. I mean, I really feel for the guy. I really feel for the billionaire Bobby Kotick.
Also worth mentioning, after he expressly promised he wouldn't be laying off anyone.
Yeah. Well, it's not like the billionaire Bobby Kotick has ever done anything bad, ever. I mean, it's not like he threatened to kill someone over the phone and then say it's all okay because I didn't mean it. It's not like the billionaire Bobby Kotick threatened to ruin someone because they accused a pilot of sexual harassment. So the billionaire Bobby Kotick is quite possibly the nicest human being after Jesus and maybe Buddha.
I think he's sneezing constantly with everyone having his name on their lips.
Hey, he's probably
can't catch a break.
He's probably got more Google searches than he ever had in his life. Which,
yeah.
Hey, if that's what you live your life by,
how do you look up that graph on Google terms?
Someone looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to see right now.
Mass hitting keys.
Yeah, it's trends.google.com.
Mm.
Tick, 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 tick.
It's
right.
It's Linux.
Holy crap! All right, so
Holy crap.
there's a spike. A decidedly large spike that happened on November 14th to the 20th.
Oh Jesus! How high's the percentage? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what kind of metrics are we playing with? Come on.
I don't know what
2,000%.
Yeah, I don't know what the breakdown is of this, but it goes from literally like flat lines and it just shoots up to the top of the graph.
Okay, let's stop. I've had enough talking about that £10 of shite stuffed into a £5 bag. Thought that would get a bit more of a reaction. And let's talk about someone who's
if you overlay Activision on top of it, it mirrors it.
I thought we said we were going to stop talking about it. Or are you not listening? So yes, we're going to talk about something that's run by a guy who's actually meant to be a good guy. So Jeff Keighley runs the Game Awards every year. Not last week, the week before, because there was no episode last week because two people on the show don't understand what timekeeping is. You guys talked about your thoughts of the Game Awards, and now we're going to do the game of the Game Awards. So I've changed the rules up a bit this year because we can't just have the same thing going over and over again. And we need to contrive ways of making sure that Mitch loses. Right. So
it's not like him. It's like Mick Wobble not winning. It's just Mitch not winning.
Yep. We just need to work together, guys. We can do this.
Yeah.
It's like Monopoly all over again. Don't give him Park Place for $20.
So before I go through the order, the running order, and the rules, so the winner of the Game of the Game Awards gets to select Pixel Points' Game of the Year, and I don't know, something else. I think that's not enough.
It's not really the reward it was last year. It's Game of the Year. Who cares?
You
That's
cared.
Why I think
you cared when I picked the game that wasn't your game.
Yeah. Right. So the rules are each player, I will announce the running order momentarily, will pick a category from the 14 that I've selected of the overall 24 from the Game Awards because, one, we need to do this in a reasonable time, and two, we don't really give a shit about esports or mobile games, but they're both in there for a bit of fun.
Sponsored by Verizon. That's very important.
Sponsored by Verizon. Sponsored by the Matrix Revelations, Restructured, the Matrix Reorganized.
Resurrection?
I like reorganized.
Re-erection.
So whoever goes first will pick one of the 14 categories they will pick their choice of the winner of that category, and then they have to pick whether or not they want to lock that pick in. And by locking the pick in, it means that no one else can select it. However, if that pick is wrong, each other person who could not pick that and picked a different winner will get 1 point. If that lock is correct, the person who selected it will get 4 points. And it's 2 points for a correct picking of the winner if you don't lock it in. So to give you a quick example, if the best esports game, the nominees are Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, and Valorant. If Mitch and I said Call of Duty, Matt said Counter-Strike, Liam said Dota, and Michael said League of Legends, and League of Legends won, Michael will get 4 points and we'd all get nothing. If he says League of Legends and locks that pick in, and it's wrong, and Call of Duty won, Mitch and I would get 3 points, Matt would get 1 point, and Liam would get 1 point.
I should have created some kind of
graphic for
this where I could show the locks and stuff.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's for
We'll
next
do
year.
it. We'll do it once
we reveal
they'll reveal the scores. So the running order as picked by Mrs. McWomble. Liam, you didn't do so well this time. So unfortunately, Mitch is going first.
No, you're sabotaging us.
So it's Mitch, Matt, myself, Michael, Liam.
Wait, is that for every game?
Well, are we doing Snake or is it?
Yeah. So
okay, thank God. Okay.
Liam's frozen on the fact that
he's shocked. He's utterly shocked.
Yeah,
he's shocked.
Oh no, I wanted to
There is.
screenshot, but it will be on the.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a snake order, so I'm not always going to be picking first. Okay, thank God. Because to be honest, I don't always want to pick first. Like that's not a good strategy if you want to play this game.
So Mitch, Matt, myself, Michael, Liam, and then Liam, Michael, myself, Matt, Mitch.
Wait, I also
wait. So am I last? I didn't hear anything because
you are last.
You are last.
Decided to have a freaking coma.
Yeah, you're last, Liam. And then question, so like the person I get to pick the category I want to
category, and then the game that you think will win, and then if you want to lock that in.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, I'm ready. I mean, I was like nervous to go first, but okay, I'm fine.
Right. So, Mitch, what is your first selection?
Let's do it. I'm gonna go with. Let's just. It's between the two. Let's go best debut game.
Okay, so the nominees for Best Debut Game are Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim.
And
what do you think is going to win?
I'm going to go Kena, Bridge of Spirits, and that's my lock.
Oh, that's a clever one. I would have done the same.
It was either that or indie. I was like, ooh, risk factor.
Yeah, I had it locked too. A shame.
I didn't even pick that.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting.
For that category.
I mean, there's a second pick, but I don't think it got good enough scores.
Right.
Because it's
so,
journalists.
Matt, you can't pick Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, but what do you think will win Best Debut Game?
I'm going to go with Valheim. Because that seemed to get quite a lot of traction in the media.
It captured the zeitgeist for a moment, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of nosedived quite substantially. I'm going to go with Valheim as well.
All right.
Michael, what's your
Valheim.
pick for best? Valheim. Everyone's going Valheim.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to Valheim.
Everyone's going to Valheim.
Yeah, there are some positive things being said about the Forgotten City. People seem to love it, but not enough buzz about it. So yeah, Valheim was the stronger pick after Kena.
Liam, you going to round us out?
Valheim. Yeah, I actually think he'll win, to be honest.
Damn, I should have locked it.
You can't.
Well, you can't lock. You
can't lock
the
after
category.
someone
you
locked
can,
it.
You can only lock the ones the categories you select.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't double lock.
Yeah, there's no double lock or triple lock. It's kind of like pensions
That'd be
in
an
this country.
that would be an interesting concept if you could have a
Yeah.
double lock.
Next year.
But it's like more risk, so therefore like you get 5 points.
Don't give me ideas for next year. Right,
I'm only saying
Liam.
that so I get more points when you all lock it wrong.
No, Liam's done his selection. So Matt, you get your chance to select a category.
I'm gonna go with the one below that, best performance.
Best performance. So the nominees for best performance are Erica Mori as Alex Chan in Life is Strange True Colors, Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Callisto for Far Cry 6, Jason E. Kelly as Colt Vaughn in Deathloop, Maggie Robertson as Lady Demetrescu in Resident Evil Village, and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this person's name,
Right.
Rosie Arma Agaha as Juliana Blake in Deathloop.
So I'm torn between Far Cry 6 and Deathloop. But I'm gonna go with Moth
I
Gideon.
think
You're going to go with who?
Moth Gideon. Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
Matt, you have to move your mic farther away because it always thinks you're louder, so it cuts you off sometimes when you speak into it too loud.
Okay.
I know you want to be a pop singer, Matt, but you just can't have that mic that close.
I know. How's that? I turned it down a little bit.
All right,
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
All right.
Right, and do you want to lock that pick in or not?
No, I don't.
Okay. Any reason for that? Is it just your uncertainty over how they feel about
Yeah, I don't want
totalitarian dictators?
I don't want everybody else to get a point if this guy doesn't win. So
Well, you're going to have at least 2 locks across
I know.
the
I
14
do.
categories.
I do have other ideas for locks.
Okay, so my pick for best performance is Erica Mori.
Actually-
Life is Strange True Colors. Michael.
Juliana Blake from Deathloop, Oziama Kaga, I think. Yeah.
Oh, this will be fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And Liam.
Erica Mori as well.
I just think that the how the people will look at Life is Strange as more of a narrative-driven game. They'll put more weight towards that story
Life
in
is
there for the
Strange
performance.
In general,
But
it's like Game Awards.
Life is Strange in general. I know from
Did
personal
enough-
trepidations.
Did enough people play Life is Strange compared to the other games?
The press
to-
certainly did.
Yeah,
Remember, we're talking about the press here, and they've definitely played it.
because I'm looking at Deathloop, and like I think Deathloop out of these 4 games, because it's actually 4 games, Deathloop is being nominated twice in this category. That had the most players, I think.
I think they were struggling
Yeah,
for good performances personally.
You really don't
There's
see
a
their
lot of
faces.
good games.
You don't see their faces
Yeah.
in Deathloop, really.
I particularly heard people being impressed with the performances in Deathloop, which may have been just my feed, my Twitter feed, but yeah. It'll be interesting to see
Don't
who
forget
wins.
the internet is massive with confirmation bias.
And just for the record, I haven't picked yet.
Yes, we know. We'll get to you.
Okay. I just
know.
I didn't want
I
people
just-
I didn't want people to give away their
Look
all their
at- Look at this
thoughts.
guy. Oh yeah, I don't mind not winning, but make sure you haven't missed me out on the category. Mitch, what selection do you want to make?
I only said it because I didn't want people to say too much, thinking they would like be like, "Oh, I gave them too much of an answer," and it's like, you're all fucking wrong. It's Maggie Robinson for Lady Dimitrescu. Are you freaking kidding me? Talk about zeitgeist. She took over the fucking internet, and people even journalists have gone crazy about her performance. That she did a really, really, really good job, and the fact that they wanted more of her in the game. is the fact that she did such a great performance. So
Yeah,
no,
but that's the problem though, Mitch, is that she's barely in the game, which is really disappointing.
I wouldn't say barely. She's a fourth of the game. That's not barely.
Yeah.
She has her own section.
There's the possibility.
But yeah,
She doesn't even turn up in
people
most of the
will
part of her game because her daughters turn up instead.
but she has multiple scenes where she shows a really good performance, what I think people are gonna be attached to. Like, you know, journalists are fans too, and they can geek out over shit.
You mean they like to be stepped on?
It's either gonna be. So it's either in my mind, it's either that or it's going to be Giancarlo Esposito, just because of his name recognition, and then also he has some scenes where he is by himself to be able to pull off the acting chops.
I was just wondering though, do you guys feel like they ignored a bunch of performances this year? Because I kind of feel that way.
What about Returnal?
Yeah, Returnal. That was what I was thinking.
Well, Returnal I can't play because I don't have a PS5 and therefore don't know anything about it.
I can't either.
Yeah.
So
I just like the fact that they went with an older woman as the main character. I thought that was pretty cool.
And it was a good.
I think
it looked like a good captured performance.
I think the picks are sort of just overall are games
Soft.
that everybody had an opportunity to play.
And they're soft, to be honest.
Like in Ratchet and Clank, they could have nominated Jennifer Hale as the female kitty cat.
I get that, but I think they're really trying to go for people performances rather than creature performances, because they're I don't know how much they credit that.
Yeah, but to me that's a problem as well, because
I don't disagree.
Supposed to be motion capture performances, and it's kind of disappointing that they won't even acknowledge it. It's not a human character.
Right. No, I don't disagree with you at all. Like, if that's the case, Ratchet and Clank should be clearly nominated somewhere in here over one of the Deathloop performances. Deathloop is a first-person game. You barely see the character. So it doesn't make sense.
Right. Well, I've got an hour to get through the rest of this. So let's
no, you
get going.
don't. You got 5 hours. Let's go.
So my because we were talking about Ratchet and Clank, my selection of categories: best mobile game.
Best mobile game.
And the nominees for best mobile game are Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. And my pick for winner is Genshin Impact, and I'm going to lock that pick in.
Nah, that's okay. You can have it.
I know. I've got a strategy.
Strategy of
I have
losing.
A strategy. Ooh, sick burn. Strategy of losing. What, like the Bears?
Hey, I want them to fire their coach too. I'm hoping they lose.
Right, Michael. What would your pick for best mobile game be?
League of Legends.
And Liam, your pick for best mobile game?
League of Legends as well.
Interesting.
No, that's what I was thinking. I don't think it's getting anything.
I think with the hype that Genshin Impact got, that's why I went for that one.
Yeah, I had picked that, so that's totally fair.
Right, Mitch, your pick for best mobile game?
Pokemon. I think they mastered the formula pretty well in regards to evolving it.
I'm gonna go with Fantasian just because it's Sakaguchi.
This one's a harder category.
Did you just say it's Gucci, as in he's really good?
It's Gaga Gucci.
It's Sakaguchi.
Okay. I thought you said man, it's Gucci. I thought you said man, it's Gucci.
Is that a term in England? Is that what they say?
Yeah, it's become a colloquialism. As in, something can be, or you can be Gucci. As in, I'm really good, or it's really good.
Well, I'll have to start using that then.
Right. So, Michael, what is your category?
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Because I disconnected my earbuds by mistake. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Let me see. What can I pick? So I'm picking best sim strategy game, aka Dan's favorite genre.
Thank you for using the official title.
And
hang on, the nominees for best sim or strategy game, aka Dan's favourite games: Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2 World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Can I say my pick?
Yep.
Because I'm going first. Okay, yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm locking that in.
Okay.
That's a good pick. Good pick.
No, that's a bad pick. A bad pick,
Yeah.
and I'm happy he locked it.
Yeah, me too. It was nominated in the same category last year, which is a bit strange and unfair to me. I don't know why.
I
don't know why.
That's half the reason.
You can rectify that by picking a different game now.
Okay, well, Age of Empires 4, I wanted to lock that as well, but I can't.
Right, Mitch.
That's what I would have locked too. That's my pick.
Matt.
Age of Empires 4.
and just to round things out for ease, Age of Empires 4.
Oh no, poor Rafa.
Flight Simulator wins, Rafa's gonna be like, in your face!
If Flight Simulator wins, then Forza should have been nominated for a game award for the game of the year.
Fuck it.
When Flight Simulator wins, that's the day.
Well, in any case, whoever wins, Dan wins.
I was going to say, Dan's screaming at his computer right now, like, humankind, you idiots.
Right, Liam, what's your pick for category?
I'm going to... I'm going to do Best Family Game.
Okay, so the nominees for Best Family Game are It Takes Two, Mario Party Supermon. I was reading the next nomination prior to Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare Get It Together.
Rafa, check your audio just in case. I'm getting some kickback on some audio from somebody, and you just took off your earbuds, so I'm guessing it's you.
My pods are in their case right now because I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you're a bit muffled, but we can hear you.
Oh, that's what it is. It's his laptop's audio kicking back into his microphone.
I'm on my phone. I'm actually on my phone.
There you go. That sounds good. I think it's just a bit muffled.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's his speaker kicking back into his microphone on his phone. So anything we say is going to kick back into his and re-loop it in a fade.
I don't know why they disconnected. This is so.
It's because they don't like you. And
it works. Yeah. Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds better. Yeah.
Liam, make your pick for Best Family Game.
I will lock in It Takes Two.
Okay.
Screw
See,
you.
I wasn't sure about this one. I was thinking It Takes Two, but I don't know. Right, Mitch.
If they had been better Nintendo games, then I would feel a lot less comfortable. Basically, and at least there's all Nintendo games, so they're all competing with one another.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone else is going to win this award, it's probably going to be New Pokemon Snap.
Maybe.
Is that your selection? Or
Yeah,
is that
that's my selection.
Okay. Right, Matt.
I'm going to go with WarioWare.
Are you sure the game where you play as a fat man with a bum that squeezes out toothpaste is going to win?
I do think it's going to, yeah. No, actually, I think It Takes Two is going to win. But since Liam locked it, we can't pick it. Yeah. Which is hilarious, because why would you have 4 Nintendo games and up against 1 EA game, and you're going to pick the EA game to win?
Yeah.
A day I never believed would happen. I pick an EA game over a Nintendo game for Best Family Game.
Best family game, FIFA. Here's all the gambling. Right, so I'm going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to go with Mario Party Superstars.
That would have been my second one if I didn't pick new Pokemon Snap.
And Michael.
Saying Mario Party Superstar.
We're all just throwing darts out there, hoping something sticks.
Yep. Right, Liam. So because you went last, you are now
exactly
first.
what this is.
Yes. Okay. I will pick best RPG.
Okay. Also known as
Best role-playing game.
No.
AKA Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Snub.
Yes, this is the category that had the Mass Effect Legendary Edition snubbed because it would have been the best RPG that came out this year.
Technically, it's more than one RPG, so that's probably why I didn't get nominated. It was RPGs, then maybe.
Ooh, RPGs of the year. So the nominees for best RPG are Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Mega Man's Feeling Tense 5,
Shin Megami Tensei 5,
and Tales of Arise.
Respect the game.
I don't respect any game that doesn't respect my time. If you want me to play a game for 120 hours, you can fuck off.
Shin Megami Tensei is not that long. It's a little shorter.
It's 104 hours.
Nah, it's 75.
Liam, what is your pick for winner?
I'm going to lock in Tales of Arise.
Ooh.
My roommate's playing that.
That would have been my pick.
Yeah. My roommate's playing it. He likes it.
Now Cyberpunk's going to win. Just to piss everyone off.
Cyberpunk had to get nominated. It's not going to win.
If it wins,
Mitch.
It's going to be the biggest uproar in gaming history in regards to an award winner. They may get booed on stage. That's how bad it would be.
It would take Keanu Reeves to come out on stage for it not to get booed.
Yeah, he probably will accept the award for them because they're too afraid to take up their own award.
Mitch, what's your pick?
I'm going Monster Hunter Rise, and I think that actually will win.
Matt?
I'll go with SMT5. I don't even know why Scarlet Nexus is on this. It's not really an RPG, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's an
action RPG, but it's still got the word RPG in it.
And Cyberpunk 2077 is more of a first-person action RPG as well, but it's more of a broken piece of shit. But there's no category for that.
It would win every year.
Broken piece of shit, PG.
Well, if there was there's more that could be said. I'm going to go with Shin Megami Tensei 5 as well. And Michael?
I'm going with Monster Hunter Rise.
Okay, so we're split across the board, and no one thinks Cyberpunk is going to win. Egg on our faces if it does. Michael, what is your next category?
Let me see. Best ongoing game.
Best ongoing game. So the nominees for best ongoing game are Apex Legends, great game. Call of Duty Warzone, grindy piece of shit. But I'm forced to play it by other people who want to play it. Final Fantasy, what's that? 16 online?
14
online. Roman numerals. Fortnite or Genshin Impact.
Note the one number before the V means it's a minus, and after it's a plus.
Yes. Which is, well, V in Roman would be you. There we go.
Right.
That's why it's called a double V as opposed to a double U. Double U as opposed to a double V.
My pick is a lock-in, and I'm going with Final Fantasy 14.
Motherfucker.
Oh, interesting.
That was my pick.
That's my pick.
I wouldn't lock it, but I would have picked it.
I'm going to say Apex Legends because it's the only game on here that I actually like playing.
And like hell, Call of Duty Warzone's going to get any awards this year.
Hopefully not.
Matt, what's your pick?
I'll go with Genshin Impact.
That's quite. I don't know. Genshin Impact. Bit of an outside chance on that one.
It's a dark horse, yeah.
I should have gone with that. If I said it was the best mobile one, maybe I should have gone with it on this one as well.
I was gonna say, since you like back up, because back up that.
I've said it now. I'm going to stick with my Apex Legends. As Mitch.
I'm gonna go with Apex Legends.
And Liam.
Genshin Impact.
All right.
And for my next category, I'm going to go Best Esports Team, aka who the hell are these people? And I'm going to go with the Damwon Kai League of Legends team, and I'm going to lock that pick in.
Damn.
You're not even gonna announce all the.
Damwon Kai League of Legends, Atlanta FaZe Call of Duty, Natus Vincere.
Not as Vincere.
Yeah, whatever. Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Sentinels, Valorant, and Team Spirit for Dota 2. And I've got no idea. I've heard of none of them, but I just thought, you know what, a League of Legends team is going to win, and I just so I went for that one. Strategy. Matt.
So I'm gonna go with Navi, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. What's interesting to me with this category is I may be one of the only person in our group that actually watches esports, and all of the teams that they've picked are famous for other games. So like Navi is more famous for Dota 2. FaZe is more famous for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Like I don't know why they chose.
Maybe they mixed up those games with the teams.
Maybe, yeah. Makes no sense to me. But yeah, my pick is...
They go up, accept the award, and like, we don't really play Counter-Strike. But thanks.
Thanks, I guess. So, Mitch.
I'm going with Matt's. I'm sticking with, for once, I will give Matt credit for picking good picks. So I'll go with his.
Liam.
I'll go with Sentinels from Valorant.
That was going to be my second choice.
And finally, Michael.
I'm picking Matt's choice. I was going to pick Team Spirit because my friend likes Dota 2, and I wanted to honor him by picking that. But then Matt gave context that Natus is actually more tied to Dota 2 than Team whatever Spirit. So I'm picking. I'm having his pick. Yeah.
And watch me be wrong. You're all going down with me.
Yeah, I know. I trusted you.
All right, and that's my two locks out of the way for mobile game and esports strategy. Right, Matt, what is your next selection?
So my next category selection is most anticipated game, aka the award Evan wants gone.
Interesting.
Which is absolutely. So the awards for the nominees for this are Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, sadly won't win, Legend of Zelda Breathing in the Wilderness Sequality, and Starfield.
I am going to pick Elden Ring, and I'm going to lock it.
Damn.
Yeah.
This one's hard. This one's one of the hardest.
It is. The reason that I'm going with Elden Ring is because of the people who are on the jury. It's stacked with all of the people that we know that love Souls games.
Matt, I've got bad news for you.
It won't win.
I've got
You don't
bad
think so?
Matt,
What?
I've got bad news because this one's voted on.
They don't decide.
The public exclusively.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Then. Already locked it.
Well, you might not be screwed actually, because a lot of people like Elden Ring, so you might not be screwed.
Poor Matt, because I heard Matt motivating his picks due to that because someone is in the jury and so on, and I was like, oh no, is he really no, he can't. And now here's your confirmation. He thought the jury decides the winners, as they should.
The fans are just as rabid fans of Souls games.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So I'm sure that there'll be people out there creating multiple email accounts so that they can vote multiple times for it. The weirdos get
they're used to grinding. They know what grinding is.
Now you know how I'm spending my weekend.
This
guys.
year, you vote the picks on Discord, and be sure there are tons of bots for that.
Yeah. Well, then Matt's just going to sign up for a bot account, and he's going to vote for Elden Ring just so that he wins this category. Mitch, what's your pick?
Well, it's interesting, fellas, because all these are shrouded in certain controversy. You want to look at it, you look at Starfield, getting acquired by Microsoft, so people are skeptic about that and upset about that. Legend of Zelda, the game hasn't came out forever, and they're mad about that, and they haven't seen much of it. God of War Ragnarok, they use the same boat animation because apparently Kratos can't get into a boat differently, even though like the game takes place only like so soon later. It doesn't make any sense.
Controversial.
Oh, so controversial. The only one that isn't controversial is Horizon. Actually, no, it's not controversial. Horizon Forbidden West.
It's got a woman in it, Mitch. What are you talking about?
It was very.
Chubby face. That's right, chubby face. Horizon. That's right. Oh,
the BMI.
So it's just it's too much. It's too difficult. I'm gonna go because it's all fans. I gotta go with God of War Ragnarok because the Sony ponies are gonna really push for that.
Right, Liam.
I'm going with Starfield.
Are you sure?
Seen nothing of the game. They all remember Cyberpunk. This is the next Cyberpunk.
Come on, Xbox. Yeah. Come on.
They've seen nothing. They don't know nothing about this game.
Michael.
And that's what makes it so alluring.
No, it makes it so not appetizing.
I'm going with Starfield.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh.
Because Elden Ring is just about to come out, so people know about it. People have seen it. It's about the things you have not, and the Legend of Zelda surely must have a smaller audience than whoever's excited for Starfield. So I'm going for that.
You're underestimating those Nintendo fans.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zelda Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year, and everyone was all, oh my god, it's the greatest thing in the world.
I picked whatever was furthest away. You know, that's what I think drives anticipation.
In my mind, I should have changed. I should have changed my vote and said Horizon, so I could win the award it should have won Game of the Year when it was nominated from Zelda.
Right. Yeah. So the one that I think should win is God of War Ragnarok. The one that I think will win is The Legend of Zelda: Breathing in the Wilderness.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that was going to be my second pick. It's one of the two.
Yeah, same.
Right, Mitch, your next category.
Give me Best Indie Game.
Best Indie Game. So the nominees are 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, and Loop Hero.
Kena Bridge of Spirits for the lock. It's sweeping every game award it's going to be nominated for.
Is this your second lock?
Oh yeah, this is my second lock. It's the easiest lock I've done. I'm surprised none of you did it to take the lock. So
yeah.
Right, Matt, what's your pick?
12 Minutes.
Yeah, that's the only one that could snub it, but it's a low probability.
I don't really have any faith in it, but.
Well, also the game it was so boring after less than 12 minutes.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to go with Loop Hero. There was a lot of good buzz around Loop Hero. Not for very long.
Because it's a loop. It ended pretty quickly.
The buzz was looping. And then it stopped.
And then it just stopped.
Right, Michael.
I'm going with 12 Minutes.
I guess Death's Door could be a good nomination too.
No, because it doesn't have a map.
I think Liam will pick Death's Door. It's kind of his wheelhouse.
No. It doesn't have a map, and Evan hates it.
I was going to pick 12 Minutes, but then I thought about Evan raging out earlier today about how bad Death's Door is, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if it won just to annoy Evan? So I'm going to go with Death's Door.
Plus, you also want to diversify your picks a bit because you want to be able to, like, you know, what is it? Everyone gets a point if your lock is wrong. So if you lock, basically it's a free pick for everyone else.
Yeah.
So like you can diversify.
And if you get
your
it right,
picks.
you get 3 points, and if you get it wrong, you get 1.
Oh,
Right.
So that you still get a point if it's.
Yep.
Oh, I did
So
not know
if
that.
for a locked pick, if it's wrong, everyone else gets a point, no matter what.
But then if you win it, you get 2 points plus your 1.
No, you get 3 points. So you get 4 points if your lock is correct, and everyone else gets nothing. And if your lock is wrong, everyone gets 1, and if whoever gets it right gets 2 for getting it right.
Yeah,
so
2
they get
plus
3.
1 is 3. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right. So, Matt, what is your next selection?
I guess it's not a free pick then, not as much of it.
It's not off the table to do Game of the Year, is it?
Nope.
No.
So the Game of the Year nominees are Death Stranding, Death Stranding, Death Stranding, Death Stranding, Ratchet and Clank:
Sorry,
Rift Apart,
director's cut.
Director's Cut, obviously, and Death Stranding. So, no, Game of the Year nominees are Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank: Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
So, I don't think a Nintendo game's ever won Game of the Year.
Breath of the Wild won 4 years ago. Don't you
Other
start
than
with that
Breath
shit.
of the Wild.
I think Mario Sunshine won a Game of the Year, didn't it? I'm not Sunshine. I'm sorry.
Game Awards, though.
Not Sunshine.
Odyssey?
No.
Didn't Mario Kart 8 win Game of the Year?
Mario Odyssey.
No,
With the Game Awards, though?
Who? Just
it
get on
was
Galaxy.
PGA,
Galaxy won a
yeah.
Game of the Year
Galaxy.
award. Galaxy did win.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and I'm going to lock.
Damn. I mean, it helps me narrow down the picks I don't want to pick. Shit.
Right,
Oh,
so
it's
over to
close.
me. I really don't know. This is going to be one of the hardest ones
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
It's 3. It's between 3 games. Literally.
yeah,
Deathloop, Dread, and Ratchet. It's between those 3.
I think so, too, yeah.
I just don't know which one.
Deathloop, I think, does stand a chance to win.
All of them, but all of them have gone gaga.
It's
for
a darling.
reasons.
yeah.
It's a
I'm going
darling.
to go Nintendo bump, Metroid Dread.
All right.
Right, Michael.
Deathloop.
And Liam.
I'm gonna go Resident Evil Village.
See, I'd like to pick that, but I just don't think it's going to win.
No, it's not going to, unfortunately.
Well, I think Ratchet and Clank's gonna win.
Yeah, that's the one I want to
yeah.
win. Mitch.
This is tricky because if you look at it, look at Metroid Dread, and then look at all the other nominees in regards to like all the other categories. It's not nominated for any other category. It's one of the only games only nominated for Game of the Year, which makes no sense. Like if it's that good of a game, it should be nominated for something else,
for
right?
best game direction or
Right.
something.
Like
Which one?
especially-
Ratchet?
No,
Metroid.
Metroid. Like even it's not even nominated for.
Oh, Metroid.
If you look at game direction, the one that is nominated that is not in the Game of the Year category is Returnal.
Yeah.
That is so freaking strange, and that's why it makes this pick so difficult. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Deathloop. I think the journalists have just gagaed over this thing like no other. They basically like made love to it and just basically said make me another baby game, and everyone else doesn't get it.
No, I don't think it's sold as well as I thought it was going to, but
But
yeah,
I
critics loved it.
think because the critics loved it too much, it's gonna win. Or no, sorry, I changed my mind. Go Metroid Dread. Why would it be nominated for Game of the Year if it's not gonna win?
All right,
it?
Keith, we need a ruling. Can you change his pick?
No.
What? What?
You locked into Deathloop.
I didn't lock it. I didn't say final answer.
Who cares? So first answer is the only answer.
Damn it. Okay. Either way, I hope Ratchet and Clank wins. So, Matt, I hope you get your 4 points
For once.
for once.
Matt, we hope you don't come last. For
That'd be
once.
awesome.
No, he could be last and still get 4 points.
Right, so My next selection is going to be Best Multiplayer Game, also known as the games Evan will never play. And the nominees are Back for Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, and New World. And my pick is going to be New World.
Just a second.
You have Valheim.
6 nominees?
You have Valheim.
Yeah, there's Valheim
And
as well.
Valheim. Sorry, that one fell off the list. Fuck Valheim.
Sorry, which one did you pick?
New World.
No lockage?
I can't. I've done my 2.
Oh, okay.
Who hasn't got 2 locks yet? Liam hasn't.
I do. I've got 2.
Okay.
I think everybody. I think everyone did their locks.
Everyone's got 2. Good. So
Matt as well?
Yep.
Yep.
I
Yep.
did my 2
That's
locks
easy.
finally.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool.
We got the locks out of the way.
right, Michael, what's your selection?
This is so difficult. I think I'll go with Valheim.
I feel like that's a bit personal. Just because I said I missed Valheim off the list because it wasn't showing on my phone. Right, Liam.
I'll pick It Takes Two.
Is 2 people really multiplayer?
More than one person. More than one.
Yeah. By player.
Mitch.
So if you look at the past and you look at A Way Out, it won a Game Award for multiplayer game. It's going to be It Takes Two.
Interesting.
It's unique. It's different.
And Jeff Keighley does love Jason Ferrers.
And him to come up and say F the Oscars again would be gold.
Well, no, he doesn't love him as much as Hideo Kojima, but I swear that he's got a little side.
Oh, if they got Jason Fellas on stage and go, fuck Bobby Kotick and fuck Activision,
Yeah.
be the best thing ever.
F the Blizzards.
He's like, if you want to leave them, come work at EA.
Right, Matt.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go Back for Blood.
That would have been my second pick.
Just throwing it out there, if that does happen, Liam gets an extra 5 points.
Why?
Oh, thank you. I'll take it.
For making that prediction. I just like it so much.
I like it too. I really want to happen.
And Michael.
No, Rafa already picked Valheim.
Yeah.
So
No, it's his.
Give me
It's his main pick, like main
Oh,
category
sorry.
stuff.
Okay. Let's go with best game direction. Next.
and the nominees for. Hang on.
Yeah.
Don't step on my
I
lines.
was about to read the nominees. Okay,
The nominees
go
are
ahead.
Deathloop, It Takes Two, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Returnal. Feels like there's something missing from that list. Maybe Metroid Dread. And
My pick
your selection is?
Psychonauts 2.
Really?
I
this
think
isn't.
I think Ratchet and Clank looks better, but in terms of art direction, is not as creative as Psychonauts.
Mitch isn't a big fan of Psychonauts 2, so I think he's going to query you on this one. I think like Mitch was saying, people fell in love with Deathloop. I think people have fallen in love with Psychonauts 2. Liam, what's your pick?
Deathloop.
Mitch.
Deathloop.
Ooh, he couldn't go with Psychonauts 2, just couldn't bring himself to do it.
It's actually that or Returnal.
Well, that's what I mean. You can't pick an Xbox.
Oh, I just Psychonauts 2. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, I'm sorry, Raf, but
everything has a meaning in that game.
No, it don't.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
not
love
just
that game, so
It's a fun game. It's a fun and fine game. It is not.
Doesn't have to do with the gameplay.
But
doesn't have to do with the gameplay. I'm just saying that everything has meaning and is implemented there in a way that has sense. Like everything is hand placed and handcrafted in that world. That's why I think it's not necessarily that it will win. I want it to win. This is just my justification. Whereas Returnal has colorful alien vegetation and stuff like that. That is just.
I think you're just going off art direction, to be honest, and that's not the category. It's best direction, which is what makes the game revolutionary.
Okay, I still maintain my pick then, because I think it's getting there as well. Okay, it's not art direction, but if I were to think about it, I would still pick.
Did you think it was art direction?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh well, doesn't matter. Too late.
Right,
You've made your pick. Everyone's moving.
Yeah. No.
Mitch,
I don't regret my
Mitch
pick.
done.
I don't regret my pick.
I wouldn't either. Matt.
I'm kind of torn between Returnal and Deathloop, but I think if Psychonauts is going to win, it's because they want to give Tim Schafer an award, and I'm going to go with Psychonauts 2 as well.
Right. So my thinking about this category is this is the runners-up prize.
Yeah.
Even though most of the time it goes to the game of the year.
Not always.
I agree with you, Keith.
But yes, it will be the runner-up prize this year.
I think this year this is going to be the runners-up prize.
Yep.
So I want Ratchet and Clank to win Game of the Year. So I don't think it's going to win Best Game Direction. And I don't think it's going to be Returnal. Because a procedurally generated game, how much do you actually direct?
It was hard for a lot of journalists too.
Yeah, so I'm torn between Deathloop and Psychonauts.
He's going to pick Deathloop. Just pick it.
Fuck you, I'm going to go Psychonauts now.
Right. And when you're wrong, I get the points. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Liam, would you like to take us out with the last category?
Sure. That's best action game, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is. And the nominees for Best Action Game are Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
I'm going to go Deathloop again.
No.
Michael?
Returnal has more action in it than Deathloop.
Based off definition.
I don't think it will.
I'm going to go bold on this one and say Back 4 Blood.
Not as bold as Far Cry 6, though. That'd be bold.
I don't know, Far Cry, are people going to pick that above? Saying that, I've just picked it. I was going to say something that's been out multiple times, and it's on Back 4 Blood. Are you serious? It's like Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, you moron.
People would pick Far Cry 6 if
more
it was. Yeah. The problem with Far Cry 6, because this entry from what I've seen is just incredible and it's great. The problem is that before Far Cry 6 there were like Far Cry 5, Far Cry 4 and a ton of spin-offs. So if this was the first entry in, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years, then people would have went with it because they would have been starved from it. But you simply can't forget Far Cry. Because it releases so often. So yeah.
Can a stealth game, two paths, stealth or action, can a stealth or action game win best action game? Flip a coin. Matt?
I'm going to go with Deathloop as well. I think the Vice article about Far Cry 6 just sort of killed its chances for any other category other than best actor.
And Mitch? Finally, bring us to a close.
You're all fucking crazy. It's Returnal. What are you talking about? If they're gonna give one award to one game, like this is gonna be the one of like, here, take this award because we want you to win an award, and it does deserve that specific award because it's more of an action game than Deathloop ever was or ever is.
or ever will be.
But I think it's the one that actually it was going to win anyway, regardless of the situation. But they're going to give it because they want to give it an award because it can't win the other ones.
Right. That's all our picks. Thank you, Matt, for putting all of those in the Google Doc, because it would have been very difficult for me to try and do that on my phone. You're a very helpful chap.
Do we, for fun, want to guess who we think is going to win?
Yes, that's what I was going to get to.
Oh, okay. I love this game. I love looking through all our picks and going like, oh, which one do I think is actually going to win?
Right, so we did this last year with was it the three of us?
I think
four of us.
It was three. It was just you. Oh, four, because it was you, me, Matt, and Evan.
Yeah.
Or it was just you, me, and Matt. I can't remember which one.
I thought
that was the first.
You didn't
first
play last year.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. So welcome to the club. So what we do is we decide who we think is going to come first to last, and if people get that right, they will get an extra 2 points.
Oh, you added points to it this time.
I've added points to it this time.
Damn.
Stakes.
Ooh.
Wait, what? I'm confused now.
So what do you mean by first to last? Like second to last, or
which one
last?
of us is going to win? Going down to who's going to come bottom.
Right.
And if you get that order correct, you'll get an extra 2 points.
Has to be exact order. So you can't get like first, last, and then mess up somewhere in between. It has to be the exact.
No, it has to be the exact order. Mitch, start us off.
Like what? What? Shnikes.
You're first. You were first. You've got to go first.
First is gonna be me.
Well, of course.
It's gonna be my. Let me just double check your picks, Keith, because I'm debating between two people. Keighley. Okay, second, I'm gonna go Liam.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mitch.
Third, I'm gonna go Keith. If people watching the stream, I'm looking at one of my second screens with all this stuff on it.
Yeah, Mitch has got about 20 screens around him.
I got three monitors.
Imagine those scenes of the IT geek in a procedural drama. That's Mitch's screen setup.
Yeah.
Or Swordfish.
That's why game production companies need to hire me, because I have the setup for them already. They don't even need to give me gear. Yep. Liam and Matt, Rafa and Matt are so close in regards to like similarities. It's hard to pick. I'm gonna go Matt Rafa this season.
Ooh.
Sorry. it's the one game that made the difference for me was Matt picked Giancarlo Esposito, which I think is going to get either first or second on that, and you picked a complete person that I don't think will win at all.
Okay.
Right, Matt.
All right, I'm gonna come in first.
This is the trolling section, by the way.
Keith, you'll be second. Rafa, you'll be third. Liam, you'll be fourth, and Mitch will come in last.
Yes, I like that order.
I just randomly picked names. I don't know if this is actually.
You literally almost did my order in complete reverse.
Almost, yeah.
Right. So it's me next. I just want to have a quick look at the locked-in picks.
I know, that's what I was looking at specifically and going like, okay, which locked pick do I not believe in?
So,
and it's your New World and your League of Legends pick is the one that has gotten me to the point where I couldn't put you second, Keith. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, just seeing where's Mitch's other ones. So
my locks are the Kinas.
You've gone with Kenna and Kenna.
Kina and Kina. I got her locked in.
Yeah, and actually, I think with those two, are those 8 points going to win it for Mitch?
Probably. I'm shocked no one picked those after I picked the first one. Like, that's like the easiest lock in the world.
Right, so I'm going to go.
Drum roll.
Mitch, me, Liam,
Me.
Rafa, and Matt.
Poor Matt.
Right.
My feelings are not hurt, but
Oh no, I was just going to put you last anyway. I didn't care about where you picked.
yeah.
Right, Michael.
So going after the fact that Matt has similar picks as me, and that I want to win, I'll be first.
Actually,
he'll be second.
I was gonna say, Rafa, if you want to pick, if you want to win, you get extra points if you pick the right winners. So like,
yeah.
And this is before the extra 2 points. So like, you could like adjust it for yourself here.
No, I have confidence in my picks. Number 3, Liam, then Keith, then no. 4 is Mitch, and Keith is last. So let's see how it goes.
And if Rafa's wrong, that's minus 12 points. Right, Liam.
I'm going to put myself first.
Did we all pick ourselves first?
Nope.
No.
Keith picked me.
You picked me.
Oh.
He's a smart man.
Then Mitch second. Rafa third. Keith fourth. And Matt last. Sorry, Matt.
It's all right.
So I know why Keith did what he did. You want to hear the thought about that? So 2 years ago when we did the first one, the Game of the Game Awards, I won by 2 points. If I remember correctly, it was either 1 or 2 points. So in doing it that way, basically Keith has done is he's hoping to jump me once he sees the record that way, and the 2 extra points will put him over the top to either win or tie with me.
Did it happen before in the 2 years?
I beat him by a few points the first time around.
Yeah, so the first
we didn't do this before of regards to like adding extra points after, but he's doing the strategy so he can uphill me if he is behind. I like the strategy.
You have to be completely right to get these points, right?
Yes, you have to be 100% right on the order to get an extra 2 points.
So I like this strategy.
That's common. I love it.
I should have done that strategy. That was a smart strategy.
Because 2 years ago, Mitch won by 2 points, and Matt, I don't know what you were doing.
Matt was like the margin was extreme.
I wish I'd saved the spreadsheet because I wish I'd saved it. Because
we didn't do it. We didn't do it in Google.
Such a shame.
No, but what we did do, we can just go back and listen to it and put it in.
That's true. Yeah,
we have it archived.
Yeah. And then the second year when it was the 4 of us, I think Mitch ran away with it towards the end a little bit. The first few picks, it was quite close, and then Mitch ended up winning by, I think it was over 10 points. And Matt, I don't know. This year, I think you've done better than the last 2. But
yes, I think Matt is improving, not by a lot. Unfortunately.
It was, and then it ended up as a race between Liam, Evan, and I for second because Mitch was just way off in front.
So far ahead, yeah.
Yeah, there was no chance of either Evan or I catching him.
Well, didn't we have something where like you lost points for stuff? So I feel like I was like losing points for like bad picks.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was a negative point meter too.
Yeah, so there was no way for me to even. No way that I was ever going to catch up.
Well, you should have picked better.
You should have picked better games. I don't think there was a. Was there a lock last year? I can't remember. There was a lock for fantasy.
You got to lock like other people too and stuff.
Yeah, you could lock other people out.
Yeah,
the
that's
rules
what it
were
was.
way different.
Yeah, the rules were a little bit different. But yeah, I actually kind of want to go back and listen to that episode just to like, see how the rules were and then, live the moment again, get the... I should have did that before that. Get the feelings going, being like,
go back and watch the last two of you winning.
Yeah.
And come into this one. Hi, I'm arrogant bastard Mitch.
Isn't that me right now? Because you kind of all. Well, here's the point. Here's the thing that freaks me, that like going like, you guys basically gave me, well, no, the first one you can't control. Miss McWomble gave me the first one, but the other one, you basically gave me a free 4 points. Like, I don't understand why you. I sometimes in these games people tend to overthink. It's like fantasy football. It's like when you're doing fantasy football, people tend to overthink, and all of a sudden, like the most logical answer that's right in front of you, you just need to pick it. And like I was shocked no one picked indie game by the time it came back to me. You guys got 2 chances at indie game, you never touched it. I was shocked.
That might be my biggest downfall, is I get too emotional over my picks. Like what I really want to happen and what is actually going to happen.
For you specifically, I would absolutely agree with that. That is you in a nutshell.
Also forgetting that certain categories are awarded by fan nominations and not the panel.
Yeah,
that might help as well.
Well, and then I also think, I can't remember, I think the one 2 years ago, I swear it was like, Matt, you were thinking as like a fan and not as the journalist. Like, why would the journalist vote for this? And I like, that's why Game of the Year for me was like Deathloop, even though I want Ratchet to win. I'm not sure. Like, it's just so up in the air.
Right. So
yeah.
Wait, all bettings aside, sorry, because it was locked out. What is everyone's like Game of the Year actual? Like, if there was no lock out of Ratchet,
I have no idea, because I've not played any of them. And this is unlike last year, it's going to be a bit weird for us when it comes to say if I do win, and I pick the Game of the Year. So I haven't played any of the games that have come out this year, hardly.
I've only played a bit of like the first hours of Psychonauts 2. I finished and platinumed Ratchet and Clank, and I only got to play a few levels of It Takes Two with my.
Wait! You talked up Psychonauts 2 and you only played a little bit?
Because I've seen enough.
Oh.
I've seen enough from videos and everything. Yeah, and I was very impressed. Like from my few
but
hours
not impressed
with it,
enough
I was
to play it.
Mitch
no,
sounds
I
like
just didn't have time because I was in my Yakuzas and my Halos and
Well, clearly,
I got
if
distracted.
Psychonauts 2 is not enough to get you out of the Halos and the what's the other one you said?
The Yakuzas. The fabulous series of games.
Then clearly,
it is not an amazing
Psychonauts
game. 2. No, it's not that. I had just finished and platinumed and basically binged Ratchet and Clank, and I wanted something else. I couldn't jump into another platformer. So I just jumped into it, seen what the deal was. I recognized it was a solid game. I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm giving myself some more time before I jumped.
Well, if it was better than Ratchet and Clank, you would have kept playing. Anyway, so I played 4 of this. I've actually played 4 of the 6.
That's one of the things with Game Pass, because if a game's just on Game Pass, then it don't really matter when you get to it. It's like if you actually buy a game with money, then you're more likely to want to actually, play that game and get your investment.
But if a game's good regardless, you'll play it. It's like if you watch a Netflix show, you'll binge it if you like it. You'll like it.
Not necessarily.
To make myself play games I get.
Everyone be quiet. Thank you very much. Daddy is talking.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Well, I feel like sometimes I'm going grayer than all of you are. So it's Liam. It's almost as if there should have been an episode of Pixel Pints that was talking about, does Game Pass devalue games? I think you'll find it in the archive.
Oh man,
I think Ratchet and Clank is probably the best example of a next gen game, and reason
that's why I think you hit the nail on the head there. That is
next gen.
The only game on that list that is
that represents this generation.
That also represents like progress in the industry in regards to certain elements, visually,
Even
design
if it's-
choices,
even if it's
technology.
superficial, though.
It doesn't matter if the game is like
Also,
similar to another game. Like it can still be a real. Wait, what was the argument Matt Kyle made? If Forza can be the same game
it's a
every
chocolate
single year, and people are mad because it's not nominated for Game of the Year, Ratchet and Clank can be the same type of game and still be a Game of the Year nominee. Like that makes no flipping sense. Like of people making that argument. And
I find it strange personally how because Ratchet and Clank's been pretty samey like for years, but 2016's game, in my opinion, was like it went back to the basics and took away a load of the mechanics and stuff that it had, like developed over the years, and then like they added back all of the stuff that they'd done over like the PlayStation 3 games, and people were like, this just feels like Ratchet and Clank. I'm like, what are you talking about? Especially if you're going from 2016 to Rift Apart. That's strange to me.
yeah.
So before we finish off, because I'll just run through quickly of an award we would like to see at the Game Awards.
One that's not on the list, or one that they don't give.
One that they don't give. A category that we would like to see in there, given an award to. And one I would like to see in there is most accessible game.
Okay.
So this would...
They kind of already have that, though, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Let's just have a quick Google. Talk amongst yourselves.
What's
I actually have all the categories in my notes here, and I'll.
Burkoff, what's your award that you want that they don't have?
Yeah.
They have innovation in accessibility.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Presented by Chevrolet. And,
Fucking hell.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart should definitely win.
So, I don't know. They do have best narrative. I think if they had like a best writing category or something like
Best
that.
rated game. Best game what got written in it.
I was stumbling over my thoughts.
I would go for best design, best game design.
Well, they have best game direction. They actually have most of the stuff covered. I feel like.
I missed the fact that they had the innovation and accessibility, because I'm really pleased that that's got in there, because the more access people have to games, the better. And including some of the things that they've put in Ratchet and Clank. Laura K. Dale did a really good video on the features in Ratchet and Clank, the high contrast mode, the one that kind of similar to what happened in The Last of Us, where if you press a button, it just points you where you need to go. So loads of features like that. It's just going to help everyone play. And I think Microsoft and Sony are pushing against the same door, but not necessarily in the same way. That's a very, very odd metaphor, but you've got Microsoft who are kind of innovative in the physical interaction, so they've got their adaptive controller, and then you've got, but their in-house developers are doing way less than what Sony are doing in terms of how you actually see and interact with the media that you're playing.
Well,
I think if you could link those two together, that would be really good.
Well, actually, I only know this because I've seen it and when I'm searching for work, that Sony specifically is hiring for that now in all their studios. They are listing positions specifically for accessibility, working with the QA team to make sure that all the features work in regards to adding new ideas. I only know this because I'm reading it based off the job description that I read a few weeks ago. This one was at Naughty Dog specifically, that they're looking for a QA tester for specific, and it's like I think they're saying it's an evolving role that I think probably will evolve into like a consultant type job. But anyway, they are specifically looking for that, so that's good.
That might suit someone who's got experience of working with people with disabilities.
How about superfluous?
I I don't meet the
categories.
other requirements, unfortunately. I don't have
Damn.
I don't have 5 years in the games industry.
Some of this is bullshit.
I've got a good category idea.
Well, that's good. That's good. Let's everyone
because-
talk over Matt and not change that bit of a lifetime. Liam, what is your category?
I was thinking that we need a category like this lately because it's becoming a fucking nuisance. Most polished game. Developers need to stop releasing broken games. Freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I was thinking about the opposite. Best bugged game.
Or it's their
Or best
equivalent.
bugs, best glitches.
Or their equivalent to the
Assassin's
Razzie.
Creed
So
Unity.
it's their equivalent to
Yeah.
a Razzie. So like the like what is it? Best game of the year. Just kidding.
It would just be
Best unfinished
Bethesda.
game.
It would just be Bethesda and CD Projekt Red, just competing every couple of years.
Well, if that was the case, they just never release a game, which for CD Projekt Red is okay because they don't release games that frequently.
They
Well,
would just-
now they
they
bought
would
like
just
7
release all
studios
bugs.
though. Now they have tons of games that they're going to be coming out with.
Right, Matt. Most superfluous category.
yeah,
Was that your category?
no content creator of the year. Get rid of that. Why is this on here?
Well,
We shouldn't
because
be
it is-
nominating these people.
It is a load of shit. It really is.
Here's our egotistical bastard award.
Right.
Says me.
Well, it's funny because if you remember in the first year, they awarded best content creator to Greg Miller,
Yep.
and so I thought, oh, that must mean person who's the most entertaining. But then every year
Influential?
since, they've just nominated people that have literally done the most work, which is often streamers.
Is
because
but
they
is
literally-
he
not-
really
it's-
entertaining?
Well, it's technically
Well, I
a
personally don't think so.
I don't either. I find him annoying.
It's technically a combination of multiple things. They usually do like it's one who makes content consistently. The other two things is do they make an impact in the community in some aspect? So a lot of them last year had some kind of connection with a charity that they've done and are known for doing. I think that's like Lana Pierce got nominated because of that, because she does a lot of charity work in regards to fundraising. And then it's a influence of like how much influence do they have in the industry itself. Like Greg Miller, of course, is Greg Miller, and he's not much a journalist. He's more of an influencer. So like it's
So
just
would you have something like that? Where was it that bloody outreach award? When I said we'd find people from
Games for
underprivileged
Change.
background. That's one.
I'm surprised they don't have that anymore. Games for Change.
Oh yeah, that was a good category.
I actually quite enjoyed that, seeing the stories of the people behind that.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Well,
they just seem to have
I would.
canned it.
Here's a good one, fellas. Here's a really good
They
one.
could have had that sponsored. Seriously, someone would have sponsored the shit out of that category just to say, I don't know, is it Activision Blizzard sponsored the Agents for Change, and we're going to nominate. So
I don't know if I like where this is going.
No. Okay. I got another one. I got one that actually probably would be a really cool award. I think they should do I don't know what you would call it, but I think like they should do one where like students submit their projects and then they would finalize the list to maybe like 10 or 5 like small games made by people that are like either don't work at a studio or aren't indie developers. Like they're basically like in school. It's like project of the year.
A university project of the year.
And then what they do is they get like a scholarship. Like they give them like a $5,000 scholarship or something.
Yeah,
Something cool like that.
would be great.
They would get a game award and then they would get a scholarship. I think that would be really cool.
I'm pretty sure the Dice Awards already does something like that.
Yeah, but this is we're talking about the Game Awards, not the Dice Awards. So fuck
I'm
the
just
Dice
saying
Awards.
I'm just saying because it's interesting.
And of course, I imagine
Well done,
if,
Liam.
even
Thank you
if
for
they
bringing
would
some
pick
context.
only one.
Thank you.
Not
imagine
enough
even
people
if
watch
they
the
would,
Dice Awards though. That's the point. And it's like get them
No,
more.
I'm just saying that they do it.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Just to add to what Mitch was saying. Yeah, they could pick one and actually give them money to finish the game, but also other publishers could be inspired by what the other teams did, and I don't know, bring them on board.
Oh, here you go. This is what
It
they
doesn't
get.
have to be,
They get a scholarship, they get a game award, and then one of the publishers agrees that they will release the game. And so they release it that night for free or for like a super cheap price for people to buy. That would be cool.
That also works. Yeah.
I've got another category.
Because then they need to hire them so they can be sexually harassed before they release the game.
And then they can fire them straight away afterwards.
While they promise them a raise.
So I've got a category: best mobile game developed by a Pixel Pints member in Romania and the UK. It's going to be a very limited pool.
Well, if you need a producer on that project, let me know. I'll be happy to work remote.
Yeah.
And you make sure you monetize the shit out of that game.
Doing my best.
Dopamine triggers.
Pixel Pints just takes 50% of the profits.
All right. Final thing, fellas, before we go. What is your bold prediction for the Game Awards?
Well, Liam did his earlier, and if it comes true, he's going to get 5 points for it.
Oh, cool. I've got more, though.
What was his bold prediction?
Jason Farris is going to get up and say, fuck Bobby Kotick, fuck Activision, fuck Blizzard.
Gotcha.
Doesn't necessarily have to be all of that. Any element of that, Liam will get 5 points.
It could be an announcement of some kind. It could be a snub. It could be
Yeah, my bold prediction is that Forza Horizon 5 will win Best Sports and Racing Game.
That's not a bold prediction.
How dare you? It got snubbed for Game of the Year, and it's one of the highest rated games.
It's not good. That's not a bold prediction. Think of another one. I'm not counting it. This is my category. I'm not counting it.
I don't know. I think
for the studio.
I think one of the world premieres that we'll see is Final Fantasy VII Part 2. That's my bold prediction.
Well, there are 5 reveals. There's 5 big reveals this year, according to the tweet.
Yeah.
So there's not very many big reveals this year. I'm going to go Rafa. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
Jeff Keighley wears mismatched socks.
So not just that he's wearing socks for the first time in the history of the Game Awards. He will wear mismatched.
Yeah.
I will say my bold prediction. Well, one, I think Keanu Reeves will be there at the Game Awards as a presenter. But the other portion is he's going to apologize for Cyberpunk 2077.
He could do that. He's the type of person that would just.
He'll go. Last time you saw me, I hyped up this game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please go see my movie.
I like Michael's prediction so much that if that comes true, he's getting 10 points.
No.
No, he can also have 5. He can also have 5 points if that comes true.
Wait, are we really getting 5 points if these comes true?
Yeah. If Jeff Keighley wears mismatched socks at the Game Awards, Michael is getting 5 points.
Fuck.
I came this close to just saying if that happens, Michael just wins.
I'll have to DM him. I'll have to DM Jeff and tell him, could you please wear socks and also have them be mismatched?
Just tweet him. Be like, I need to win this year. Please. Do it for me. And then he'll go, I did it for you, Rafa.
Yeah. And then Kojima will be jealous.
Kojima would want the socks and ask him to take them off on stage, being like, can I have the socks?
Kojima will remove his socks himself.
So Jeff will put those socks on
as he kisses as Kojima kisses Jeff's feet, or Jeff kisses Kojima's feet.
This is getting weird.
Liam, what's your bold prediction? Is that are you sticking with your one?
I'll stick with that one, but I'll say a game announcement I think is going to happen, but no points for me. I don't need that. I just want to will it into existence. Persona 3 remake. Link to the bank.
The Fez edition? FES?
Yeah. Although it's like a remake with all of the bells and whistles of both versions.
In Burkoff, I do not think they will show Final Fantasy VII Part 2 until they release Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I think that's true as well.
What are you talking about? Final Fantasy 15 is out.
16.
16. As soon as 16 comes out, then they will start marketing, pushing Final Fantasy 7 Part 2.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Because I think they will do the reverse. I think they will show Final Fantasy 16 and show a release date.
Oh, all right.
Which will be fall next year.
They could potentially do that, yeah. If they're using the same engine.
My bold prediction is that Christopher Judge comes on stage to announce the first gameplay trailer of God of War Ragnarok.
Nice. They already have a gameplay trailer.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but not with Christopher Judge in it.
Yeah,
announcing it.
I don't think there will be a gameplay trailer, but he will come on stage and announce there's a new boat animation in the works that will be available in the game.
No,
and you'll be able to toggle between the old one and the new one.
My bold prediction is that Christopher Judge will come on stage and announce that for the cheap price of $4.99, you can download the DLC that will give you a new boat animation.
Yes.
Actually, if we're going that far, he's going to get into a boat at the Game Awards and show and demonstrate how he's doing it differently.
How he goes on stage. This will be how he goes on stage. He'll be in a boat carried by other people.
Pushed by the boy. Pushed by the boy.
Pushed by the poor boy.
Boy, push harder.
Yeah.
We must get to the Game Awards. Boy, push.
I think it will be Horizon that's there instead. I don't think we'll see God of War until after Horizon releases in February.
Yeah, probably not.
My birthday's coming up soon. PS5, Horizon Forbidden West. I'd be a happy man.
When's your birthday?
I'm not telling people on the internet.
Why not? They might send you one.
Yeah, you never know.
It's what people on the internet do, isn't it?
Actually, what I really want for my birthday is to play some multiplayer with all you guys and Evan.
And on that note,
that's a cool wish.
We out.
That's a really selfless wish right there, because we all get to do that.
Yeah, particularly playing multiplayer.
Yeah, what multiplayer game do you want to play? Apex or something else?
Oh, well, it depends. So Streets of Rage 4, if they fix the servers yet.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Multiplayer seems pretty bugged on that.